Who the hell popped a raid buff?
I don't have one. Can't be me.
Well, given that there's exactly one commando in this raid right now, gee, I wonder who.
I have no idea.
At least it wasn't an important raid buff.
True. They were like, we need to balance the classes and give them all this really good group utility, and then they didn't balance them. Some of them are good, and some of them are good.
Let's split up preservation droids.
Just kill them. Let's go. Ow.
You see the fire buff that's building on Provost right now?
Yeah, cleansable.
It's cleansable, and on when Tithe puts that down, if it gets above 4, his knockback becomes a lot stronger. So the tanks need to be cleansed between 3 and 4 stacks.
Okay.
Usually not that bad that one healer
Hold on,
handle
before
it.
you pull us. I don't have any utilities.
Aw, Muffin doesn't have utilities.
What's new?
You don't need utilities in this game. You can get Gatecrasher on no utilities.
This is true. I know a guy who did that.
Me too. I hear he's really fucking good at the game.
I heard he's a pleb.
Sometimes.
I mean, when you pay for everything. Yeah.
I mean, pretty easy to pay for when you have loaded.
Baked potatoes.
I'm glad you still have to loot every dead thing separately.
Not like that's been like that for 3 years.
Wait, what?
Been like that since they started. Like the loot on this planet is broken up where stuff doesn't just auto loot when you click one time, it goes person to person. They have. The bosses, it doesn't matter, but with other stuff, the trash.
Oh, come hither, droid.
Their fix is making the loot contents worthless.
I mean, to be fair, it was always worthless in here.
But you get that green gear.
By the way, you can't even queue for story mode until you have 240 gear. But we're gonna make it drop like 212 gear.
Yeah, man.
God damn it, he healed up.
Well, interrupt that.
DPS faster. Hard stun.
Thank you, Lore.
No problem.
Sam's a pleb.
How was your 2 minutes with Zan?
Wait, what?
Zan said you said you needed 10 minutes. Zan said that you guys only needed 2 together.
And nobody's talking about.
Yeah, he only lasts like 30 seconds. What are we saying?
I forget. forgot.
That from
what
experience,
I
off?
was
Got
I
him.
mean, I don't mind being a voyeur.
I can vouch for that.
Nice.
Way out of line. Way out of line.
Hey,
Yay! Back to listening to Dave's 10-minute explanations on fights again.
it's okay, Dave. We get that not everybody's into cucking like you, but
I have no idea what that means, so
really?
really.
When you take at least 3 eggs,
Jake, I appreciate your innocence there. Just don't Google it then. You'll be a
I'm
happy
not gonna
man.
Google.
Get there.
to be fair, some cucks are happy men.
I mean, I think some are very happy men. I think they enjoy what they do a lot. Can't say I understand it, but
Dave, start explaining the fight.
Buddy, Bueller, how do we
Not
get
doing
there?
it.
You're not
Really?
doing it? Nice.
Sam, you weren't. Are we taking ads and boss like separately?
yes.
Which one do you want?
Well, where there's a tank swap, so
Is there?
On every...
Yes.
Alright, here's a
Mhm.
quick rundown. We start the fight, and Tithe will start pounding on one of the tanks. After about 30 seconds, he'll call for inversion. What happens is a circle around him will spawn, and the closer you are to him, you'll get thrown the opposite way, like a slingshot, when the cast is over. So if you are not in the right space, which is usually most everybody except for the off tank or a healer when we call for it, needs to be pretty much in front of the boss on the edge of the platform, so when we get thrown towards the center of the platform. Version's pretty tricky. Make sure that it'll show up on your timers, and we'll call it out a few seconds ahead of time. But you need to make sure you're in place and ready. If you can't make it to Tithe, stay outside of the spawn circle. And when you get thrown, you'll either have a damage reduction or a healing reduction, and you'll take more damage. So the other part of the fight are the ads. What, 4 different ads?
Yep.
The biggest ones that have to be assigned are Graces, and what happens is Tithe builds rage stacks on enemies dying, him eating enemies with cleave, or people in the group dying. And the Grace can be used either to heal him or soothe him, which reduces stacks. So usually what goes out is we block the green casts, which are the heals from the Grace, and if we need to, we'll let a yellow cast, which is soothing, go through to take down Tithe stacks. It's really on the tanks to monitor stacks, because you're going to either able sometimes to eat some ads, or make sure that you're always face Tithe away to the edge. You're
We
not
eat no
accidentally.
ads.
There's
We're-
no eating ads in hard mode.
You know what I mean. Just keep watching his stacks, because at 10 stacks, Tithe boils over, and one can be survivable if you hit a D, but it's usually a wipe if it's early.
So here's what's gonna happen, Sykes. We're gonna tank him over here by me.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be. You want him to be kind of on this line. Do you see how there's like a segmented line here?
Yeah.
You want him to be on that line that gives the edge of the circle just right at the edge here, which is sort of the best position for the inversions. We will swap on every single inversion. Your primary job when you are not tanking Tithe is to collect the Guardians, which will be spawning with yellow markers. They need to be brought to first target is Justice, Second target is Lance. Justice will be blue. You need to hard CC the justices. So your force stun and your force kick.
And the reason you do that is because justices have a shield that reflects damage, and if
And
you
while you're standing in it, it hurts like
while
fucking
yeah,
hell.
but if you hard stun it, the shield drops.
Yeah. So if there is, we're gonna let the DPS do their thing until all the ads are stacked. Then once you have stacked all the ads, call for it. We will never stack on a Grace. That's the DPS problem. They'll get to figure that shit out. Double Graces aren't a thing anymore, right?
Not in
Yeah.
hard
Hard mode.
mode.
Okay, so that's simple problems. Beyond that, this is a short ass fight, and we'll probably get it. It'll take a time or two to figure out the inversion, though.
There's also, after his cleave, charge up a knockback. So
No
you
knockbacks in hard mode.
knockbacks. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, which is why you can just tank him here and leave him here. You don't have to think about it.
So me and Provost will get the front Grace. If there's a front Grace, obviously, then Cap and Lori, you'll get the back Grace. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in hard mode we can just burn them, and
Pretty
we
much.
won't need to have them. We won't need them to let the yellow cast go off.
Really?
Probably not.
Yeah, but-
You might have to let the second Grace that spawns let it do its cast, because the yellow cast removes
Yeah, 'cause I
3
think-
stacks.
Because I think we kill the first one outright.
Yeah,
Right.
kill the-
That's what we
kill-
did in the very first time, or when this first came out. But man, I could have swore I ran this a month ago after the nerf, and we just killed everything. But I could be wrong.
I would say just let the second yellow cast go off, and then we should be fine. The issue is if we push into burn, with him at like say 8 stacks, because of his rage build mechanic in burn, we might kill ourselves with that.
Right.
So if we want to go into burn with like sub 5.
So Sykes, for you as being off tank, so what Sav's going to do, he's going to take it first. He's going to take Tithe first. He's going to take him over that the shield marker. You're going to want to stand out like in this area and grab the ads, okay?
There will be no ads first.
Okay, well, let me finish here. So when he calls inversion, it's within like the first minute. He's going to call inversion. You're going to want to stand out and be sucked in. Because what that does is that generates 100% threat when you get sucked in. If you get pushed out, you lose all threat, but you get a buff to, it was 100% damage or whatever it is. There you go.
Also, if somebody doesn't get sucked in, then Tithe gets basically a one-shot mechanic, and it can be white.
Yeah.
The only way you can't get sucked in is if you're standing inside, right?
No, because then you get thrown out.
Right.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what I
you're gonna want to stand out like in the middle or wherever the DP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You'll see a blue mark. You'll see him cast inversion. You'll get sucked in. You taunt him right away. He'll go straight to you.
So say like right now, like this battlefield is designed with all of the markers to show you stuff. So the grading around him, the dark grading here, that's actually the size of his inversion circle. So as long as you're like outside of that, then you get pulled in and you can taunt him when you land and take up just tanking.
The other important piece is there is a direct relationship to your position at the time inversion goes off and how far you go. So if you're right on the edge of the circle, you'll get pulled right to him when you get pulled in for inversion. If you are halfway across the map, you are going to die.
Okay.
The opposite is true for when you get thrown out. So,
Cap, who was the guy that boomeranged during inversion with us. What was that guy's name?
He boomeranged.
Oh, you mean shoot. He rocketed out and then got pulled in for inversion.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, he was with us in our in APOS group.
In the Kessel.
Yeah, when we were
Forgot
pulling
who
this.
that was.
I've seen that. I've seen getting yeeted out and being able to force leap back.
It was hilarious. It was just like all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, I'm dead," and then yoink right back. It was hilarious.
So I can't see
You're not
Sav
going
at
to see
all.
him because he's in stealth. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. When we fight, you'll see him.
As soon as I pull
Okay.
you, I'll be fine.
Cause like when I was like clicking on it,
Read
it
most
just
at the beginning,
grayed out.
goes.
Assuming the healers have done this before, I remember in hard mode on wave 3, the healers tend to stand out and get pulled in for inversion because the timing of the ads that spawn, and they usually generate enough threat to pull the ads away from Tithe.
We
Right.
might
That's
not
more-
have a wave 3.
Yeah, that's more of a
From what I understand.
nightmare thing now.
That's what, huh?
From
Don't
what
forget
I
to wave 3.
understand,
Both healers stand out, get pulled in, so you guys generate threat on the ad, so it doesn't go right underneath Type's feet.
Well, usually the healers will have guardians pop up on them first, so Thigh watch, just make sure you're seeing what comes in. Sometimes when I'm on commando, I get the guardians and I'll do a reflect just to be able to move them, help the off tank them to adjust this.
Okay.
It's a 2-minute fight. It'll take a few, but not as bad as.
He only got 7 million health.
Yep.
Lols.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute fight, and it is level synced down to 70.
Raid
Alright,
bust.
group is ready, going in 3, 2, 1.
So I just have to move out during the inversion cast, right?
Yep, just inversion will be coming up in 10 seconds, so make sure you'll see the blue circle come up. Make sure you're outside of it. You'll get pulled in, then you can taunt
There it is.
Got it.
taunt him. And then you see like how close we were to Tithe, and then how far we got pushed out. So after you get pushed out, you have more damage received. So watch for lance beams, and you
As
got to
a
keep
stacked.
moving.
I can't cleanse Sykes, by the way.
Okay,
I
I
can't now.
got him.
Now I need to watch my armor melt stacks. Is that what you said?
For hard mode, no, but it's something to get used to.
Inversion.
Rip.
Rip that guy.
It's a grace.
Is it in the back or not?
Front right.
Move, the justice is incoming.
I need to take guardians to the justice, right?
Yes.
Yep, justice is first priority.
And then we hard stun the justice, and everybody AoEs the ads. If you're around the justice when it dies, you get a damage boost. Inversion.
Oh, he ate ad.
Yeah, we're at 6 stacks, so we'll let something go in.
That justice didn't die either.
No, but you guys got to call it out when he's got that all collected. I couldn't hear when the ads were all collected because everybody was talking. So us as DPS, I know I was slow getting over to the ads.
Also, if you run off the edge, you avoid repair bill.
Repair bills.
You can actually jump back to him now. He doesn't have that. It used to be you couldn't jump back to him.
Correct. I found that out the last time I pulled this.
Yo, I don't remember this fight at all, except for inversion. Are we supposed to kill the robots Or no?
Yeah. Yes.
When
That
Iron
That's the
Sight
best question
says
ever.
The ads are stacked. You need to kill them. Yes.
Well, it's just when they're stacked, though.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless
There will be some exceptions, like there might
Yeah.
like the first round there was a lingering lance that should die. But yeah,
That was the extent of the fight, right? There's nothing else.
Well, when does
Pretty much
when does
it's
Grace
the
get with
same.
it?
what was your question, Cap?
When does Gracie come out?
Second round, fourth round, sixth round.
Yeah, every
Did we get any?
every even.
Yeah, we got
number
one.
wave.
Me and Provost took care of the first one.
We
Oh,
got
there's only
the-
one.
Yeah, there was only one. Not like when we were doing it, there was two at a time.
we
Okay.
need to
Or
get-
there could be two at a time. There wasn't always two at a time, but there could be two.
So
at a
if it's in the, can it spawn in the front or the back?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
If it's in the back, it's up to you and Lord to take care of them.
What does take care of them mean? Kill it?
Yes.
Yeah, if
Okay.
it's a second round, the very first time we do it, the second round of ads, then yes, we'll kill it straight out. If it's the fourth, if we make it to a fourth round, which we shouldn't, if we make it to a fourth wave of ads, then we let it cast the yellow and interrupt the green cast.
Because yellow takes away his stacks.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Well,
takes
green
down
green
3.
technically does too, but the green also heals him, and that's not what we want.
You're like yellow gives him an armor buff, but it's also easier to burn through than the heat.
I did learn something interesting in that push. You cannot hold the line through inversion.
Nope.
That
No,
is
you can't.
correct.
Wait, you want to interrupt yellow or green?
You want to
Green.
interrupt.
Green.
There's
Okay.
3 green casts, and then after the third green cast, there's a yellow cast.
Hmm.
20 seconds on raid bus.
And so make sure during that, when we round up the ad, just make sure you call it out. I know you guys did, I just didn't hear it, and so that's what it was slow on getting ads down.
Sorry, I was explaining that while Sai was being rezzed and trying to get him to move out of the way.
Yep.
I'm ready.
All right, we're ready. Going in 3, 2, 1.
Version in 8.
Ads are stacked. Somebody help me with the lance.
In 10. Inversion in 10.
Inversion in 5.
Where's the grace?
Grace in the back.
Back.
There's a guardian who's gonna die.
Five stacks. Lance over.
That's 7.
Oh, he's already
Inversion-
at a
inversion at
45%.
Healers stand out for this one, please.
Oh, didn't know that.
I got it. I got it.
He ate something, I think. I can't
Nah,
tell.
Yeah, he's at 5. It's fine.
If you got guardians on you, get over to this lance, please. I don't have taunt.
A little
Okay.
bit much right
Ads
there.
are cleared.
There's a grace in the front, right on top of the boss.
Version in 10.
Oh, he's in burn.
Yep. Let's finish him.
Version.
Version.
He's just gonna keep
Boil,
hitting.
boil, boil.
Good stuff.
So deflection's really valuable for you there, Sykes.
Right at the end there.
No, the whole fight. There's a heal
Yeah.
debuff that goes out on the tanks, so your battle readiness and med packs are not as effective as they normally are.
Okay.
So my apologies on that one. I was confused. I didn't know that we were staying out for the third one because I thought someone said at the beginning healers don't have to do that in hard mode.
I can do the.
I know it's
positioning
fine. I
stuff.
just didn't realize it, so I was on my way out and then I just got yeeted. But this time I'll stay out too. It's not a big deal. I just didn't know.
The
Well-
fundamental reason is the ads are they spawn they are on healers, and so by staying out when the tank who is currently tanking Tithe gets yeeted out, all I have to do is AoE taunt, and all of a sudden all those ads are on me.
Yeah, I got you. It's fine. I was confused because I thought I heard that call out before, but I thought someone said we didn't need to do that, so that's why I went in. But I'll have it this time.
Point of a pro tip or whatever. It's once inversion goes out, you need to go one place or the other. You can't get stuck in between because it sucks.
Yep.
So when inversion goes out, if there's some type of in between, don't worry about it. Just go where you get to fastest. Like you have
Gotcha.
you have 2 butt blasts. That's a lot better than it used
Yeah.
to be.
Mhm.
Sykes, when you're tanking ads, the priority is always going to be on guardians that are close to the boss.
Okay.
Justices move really slowly. Graces don't move. Lances don't really move. So if a guardian spawns like where we're tanking him, if a guardian spawns there, or there, those have to be picked up absolutely first. Otherwise, we will cleave them and cause problems.
Does force pull work on those things?
Nope.
What happens if
They're-
Justice Droid does not spawn during Guardian?
The priority is Guardians to Justice. If there's no Justice, then it's Guardians to Lance. If there's no Justice or no Lance, then just stack them up wherever the hell you want and call for it.
Okay.
And I believe the guardians are somewhat what do you call it? Gosh, what do you call it? Proximity based, slightly.
No, but what you can do is when they're spawning in, if you just whirling blow right on top of one, if you're the first thing that hits it,
It'll stay on me for the most part.
pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of what I've been doing.
Yeah. So,
Whenever you're ready, Soph.
yep. Group's ready, going in 3, 2, 1.
Version.
Here, we got double justice, so I will take to 1, but somebody's gonna have to help with the other.
I'll do the stun on the other.
Okay,
Right, down.
Yep.
Ads.
Okay, we got a stun on this one.
This is second
Still have
inversion,
to
right?
kill the- Yep, we still have to
Second,
kill this
yes.
justice, please. We need a second stun out, please.
Inversion now.
Version.
Guardians on the lance. In the back.
One ran away.
Yep, I got him.
Version coming up in 5.
Remember, healers stand out.
Absolutely.
We're good.
Yeah, I got the Guardians. Back up on the Justice here, guys.
Justice is stunned. Kill. Second stun.
Second, yep. Hit it on the wrong guy.
Alright, kill this lamp, please, somebody.
The gray spawning near the boss.
Race in front. Careful, it might push before inversion flies. Yep, inversion. Be in burn after this inversion.
Okay, Guardians are
The
coming
Guardian's
to me.
going to the bot.
Oh, he's gonna kill him.
Oil E. It's at 9.
He's going to kill another ad and boil. Okay. On that, see, that's the 4th wave there, Sykes. So you're coming out. I'm going in.
Yep.
I will have the ads in the middle, in the back middle. So when you get thrown out, you need to taunt immediately, an AoE taunt. I'll have them all stacked for you.
Yeah, because during burn phase there, what you're going to do is just kite the ads, and then we worry about cleaning up the ads after we take down Tice.
Gotcha.
We'll probably have to swap one more time for inversion in there, but yeah. If we do have another swap, basically you just want to blow a cooldown and just sit in that same kind of area, so when I get thrown out, I can taunt them.
Do you have a question? The buff or debuff that you get from inversion, it doesn't stay the whole fight, right?
No.
Oh, like
Okay.
10 seconds.
Okay, that's cool. So I could technically just stand out the entire time they do inversion, right?
Because this is beyond
could.
solo heal. Not that heavy. Or getting these mechanics down.
Yeah, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it, Sai.
Too
You'll
many,
take all the three.
yeah, too many Guardians on you can be a pain.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just the one
they
time
do
I
hurt.
screwed it up and I had to stay out instead of going in the second one. Second
Wave 3.
inversion. I didn't
Wave
make it
3
in
is
time.
specifically the one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I knew I couldn't make it in time, so I stayed out for wave 2.
Yeah, that's fine. If you don't die, that's infinitely better than if you screw up and die. So
Okay, cool. 20 seconds on raid buffs.
that's fine. We don't necessarily need them. We can just pop them whenever. It's only a 2-minute fight, so.
This fight got neutered so hard.
I was just gonna say this used to be so hard
Yeah.
and long.
Group's already going in 3, 2,
Phrasing?
1. I mean, I don't think it was ever long. It was only like a 4-minute fight before.
Compared to
That's
this,
what she said.
The whole thing with inversions and people's attention spans, just, Version in 10. Casting. Alright, adds together.
Somebody help me with the lamp, please.
Version in
Version
5.
5. Grates in the front.
Adds together.
Ads are good, yep.
Stun the chest.
I just stunned it. I hit the wrong button first.
Inversion and
Inversion.
8.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, our healers
Starting
are out.
the cast.
Two justices.
Okay, adds are stacked. Go ahead and kill. Okay, I need help with stuns on the second justice.
Got the first stun. Grace in the back.
He's pushed.
8 stacks and inversion.
Should we let the thing go off on the Grace?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, he's
kill
at
the Grace.
6.
Don't kill the
Gotta get
Grace.
to
He's
that.
at 6. 6.
He's
might
about to
die.
have 10.
9. 9. Hurry.
15.
That,
Ow. Another boil. Watch out, guys.
Those ads, when they
No.
come in there, Sykes, they can't come in like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about them. I'm
Hey, we
flying
as you're in the air.
as I'm in the air.
Yes.
do flyby AoE taunts.
Yeah,
It actually
I'm
works.
think about that.
Quite literally, yes. That's how you do that.
Flip them off midair. Fuck you and your batteries.
Should
Lower your
we
mount, bro.
just- What?
Said your mount's smoking. It's broke.
No, it's not. It's mint condition,
Not a scratch on it.
not a scratch.
At least you can ride mounts in here.
Yes. Should
For
we just
a
plan
while.
on letting that? Was that the second grace?
Yeah.
The second grace do the shield since we seem to be at high stacks at that point.
Yes, we should be letting the second Grace do shield.
So I'll actually deal with the grace then by myself.
I don't even think it
I can
requires
do
2
that.
people. It doesn't have very much hit points.
Yeah. Well, it's the interrupts.
It's the interrupts.
But I think if I like hard stun it like mid second cast or something, it'll only do 2 before the yellow cast. At least I think that's how you do it, anyways. I think that's how people do it in them, anyways.
All right, yeah, just let me know if you need help with it. Otherwise, I'll just let you take it.
Okay.
Group is ready. Going in 3, 2, 1. Heads are stacked. Justice is stunned. Need help with stuns on the
I
second.
got the
Justice, please.
first.
Inversion in 5.
We need the second stun, please.
I got it.
Need a third stun.
I got it. Finish it. New justice up.
Grace up front.
Guardians on the Justice.
Okay, don't forget about the lance in the back.
Forget those cleanses.
Yeah, I got you. You're cleansing right as I am.
There's a guardian art
Yep,
directly
I know.
under
Oh,
the boss.
that'll be hard.
I got it. Taking the guardians back to the lance.
Yep. They're good, kill.
Adds.
Perfect.
That high
There's a
stacks
ju-
is at
there's
8.
a justice directly under the boss. He
9, 10. He's over. Watch out.
I'm just gonna let it cast a bit.
But keep casting. Aversion up.
He's gonna.
Ads are up before killing ads. Ads are good.
No, we should be pushing boss. Everybody should be on boss.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
kite
he's
the
burnt.
ads around.
Come help me kill this Grace for cast again. I'm out. No, I got it.
Sykes take up 4
Inversion.
after inversion.
$400K. $300K.
Ow.
$200K.
He did.
$100K. $10K.
No,
Yeah.
you
Wow.
don't, sir.
I feel like
There's
we're doing
my
something very
Tivo.
wrong.
I
We're
mean-
doing many things wrong.
Yeah, but fundamentally, we just need to clean up mechanical execution. That's
Rip lore.
the biggest.
We're all dead for the clear.
Yeah, it was Rez's first clear too. We were all dead.
Yeah, but
Oh, watch
that was
where
a
you
different fight.
watch where
It
you
was a
go
different
through the
creature.
elevator. Make sure you go back to Forge Complex.
I'm waiting here.
Laura, stop pulling us off.
Well,
But I'm protecting.
I
our
was planning on us
moon.
doing A&E. Yeah, I guess we're going to be doing A&E.
I like Andy.
I'm-
It's
You
fun.
thought we were
No,
gonna
I
spend 4
love
hours
A&E.
on fight?
I know when we first did it, we did. And we spent forever on it. We
Yeah,
I think it
fogged
got
tight.
nerfed.
Yeah.
I think if it were as hard as it was at release, then we would be here for a while. But
Yeah.
that is a neutered fight.
That makes me sad, actually. And it's
Yeah.
and the
But
like the difference
that-
between this fight and Nightmare is, oh my gosh.
Yep. That being said, we can't. We really should focus on how our mechanical execution works in the future.
Yeah.
Everyone keybind your special whatever quick bar stuff.
Your temporary toolbar.
No, I click it.
Except for you, Saab. Except for you.
Not going to lie, I click it too. When I'm
Yo,
changing
let's go
colors.
visit the sisters.
I'm all
Aye.
about that F1 and F2.
Yo, F you, Provost.
I
That's
tried. I tried for a while to do that, and then I decided that it just wasn't worth it.
Also, stop being colorblind if you're colorblind.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
So
Wait,
here's a
what did we
question
just
for
do?
Jake
You
and
just want a
Laura.
big circle?
Interrupt everything.
of.
Everything you see here, interrupt it.
Don't let him lie to you.
The glares, they'll go blue then red, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. The trick to it is
Let's get in there and talk about it, okay?
yeah. Here's some tips.
This one will be a lot more of a. We need to see it and work on it. Like a lot more.
Yeah.
You kill the moon, right? First. Preservation.
Yeah, preservation always first.
Did you
Always,
call
always,
it a
always.
moon?
It looks like the moon Pokemon.
I had you do laps.
Yeah, you told us to go to the fucking
No,
whatever.
I said don't do that because I did it. I said, watch out. Make sure you go to the right floor when you respawn on the elevator.
That was so you could get the loot.
Reservation coming down the ramp. Now's the day.
I'm gonna 1v1 him.
I like that idea. Alright, make sure you interrupt everything.
Trap, don't do it.
I gotta collect my 10 credits, guys. It's gonna pay for one repair bill by the end of the night. That's weird because I had one pull of TIFT where I only had 200 in repair bills.
Lucky.
Like 252 credits was my whole bill.
What, did you scrape your knee or something?
I don't know.
That bad.
Rip.
Ow.
Rips
Where did you end up?
I'm right there, in the middle. Destroyed is free casting. You guys gotta interrupt it.
Don't interrupt this one.
No, do it. Absolutely.
I really want to do it just to see what happens.
You die.
It's not true. I've been doing it to every droid that's been around.
You are dead though.
Yeah, but I stood in the stupid. There's a difference.
That's what you get for interrupting, Provost.
I did. That was not how I died.
Add one to the death counter.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Sam.
Of course.
A likely story.
Yo, we killed Isaac, so your services are no longer needed.
Ever.
Wait, in the channel yet, so.
What do you mean? He's sitting right next to me.
Oh, that's right. I thought he moved out though.
Yeah,
already back.
He lasted about 3 days on his own.
He's already back.
We have dead.
came
We
back
have
to the
dead. We have dead.
Thank you, Jake.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. I was just ignoring it.
Thanks, buddy.
Kill the moon.
Guys are wondering why you keep dying, and it's because you're pushing without healers there at all.
Who needs healers?
Not you when you're dead.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Did Sam want to take his spot?
I don't see him logged in.
He was.
Oh, did he not log in?
He did. Let's say cowardly class. He's logged
Yeah, I
in.
see. Yeah, but then he logged in.
Gone offline.
Maybe he's fixing something.
Who knows?
Is this
Make
one of
sure
these before we have to
those
kill all
6
these things at the
credits.
same time?
We don't have to kill all these at the same time, no.
Damn.
But they do
Like-
fucking hurt. So
They do. Okay, so
maybe
I set
they
up the
use-
raid frames on who's going to be on what side. Left side raid frames will be across over here with
Blue
South.
side.
yeah, south side. Sorry.
So-
Provost, you get that one, that codex. I'll get this one.
Wait, left side is south side?
Yeah, you're not. You're on the right side.
You're
north
on the
side.
right side. I'll explain your healer stuff in the.
So this is technically north then?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're on north side.
On the mini map.
You look on the mini map.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lore, you get the other codex. Right there.
But what if I don't want that codex?
Well, I don't care. Just get one. I don't care.
Signs of poor leadership.
That's right. Fuck it. You guys figure this shit out yourself. So who hasn't done this?
Me.
Shut up, Lore.
I've done
Me.
this. I've done this many times.
I've never.
Well, I don't know
been
about
here.
tank wise. I don't know. I'm sorry. DPS who hasn't done it. Okay,
Oh, your
everybody has.
DPS. Healer and
Okay.
your tank have.
Okay. So then I'm not going to go over the DPS stuff because you guys know. Just remember to keep aggro on your codex.
Wait,
DPS the
give
boss.
Which one of us is
Make
going
sure
in
you
first?
swap. Yeah, you got to swap.
Right. I was getting there. I'll go in first for the lightning provost, and then I'll call out when I'm done.
Okay.
Look, Cap, you go in first for the lightning on your
What
side.
does that mean?
With the twins, the girls will come out. You'll see like a light, and they'll start casting like a yellow lightning. You just go stand in front of it like you're breaking like a beam. Like they'll cast this lightning towards this pillar here. You just stand in between the boss and the pillar. Okay.
So it's me and then Laura would do it twice.
Yeah, you should. Well, you should only have to do it one time a piece, and then the bosses should be pushed. So you go in first, and then lore, and you'll call it once it's done. I think it stacks up to 25 times.
Something like that.
What is it? It's like
20.
25 times.
20.
Okay, so 20. Once it's done, you'll see all 20 stacks. Then you get out of the way and say, "Hey, lore, you're up," or we're done.
Yeah. What number kills you?
More than 20. You'll get a debuff after 20 that
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
the lightning will turn on. You stack to 20, then the lightning will turn off.
Right. And so you can't go in there back to back. If you do, then you end up getting your face eaten.
Yeah, it's not a stack. It's if you leave the lightning and come back in.
Right.
you get a
Right.
debuff.
Gotcha.
So you just stand there, DPS, and this is all from the first phase of it for DPS. Then what is it? Then they start the wiper phase after that. That sounds
Yeah,
about
but
right.
we should explain the keeping aggro on the things for a cap on the things to the
Okay,
side.
so your codex here, Cap. You just gotta, if you don't keep aggro on it and let it hit you, it's gonna end up hitting the tank or the healer, and it crushes it.
Yeah.
It'll crush them. So I mean, all you got to do is tap it a couple of times. So you like me, I use. If
yeah,
you're
you
on
don't kill it
Sentinel,
right. You just put a dot on it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was, if you're on your Sentinel, I'll just tell you use force sweep, and then it's good enough.
I have done this. It's just been so long. So when you're
Right.
saying these things, now I'm remembering them.
Right. So just make sure you keep aggro on your codex. Don't let it go to the healers. Now you're not going to be able. I guess I'm not going to be able to me or Provost when we are in the lightning here. We won't be able to keep aggro on our codex. So healers, just be ready for that.
Tanks are supposed to help.
Yeah. And then, well, once that's done, what percentage does the Nexus drop where we got to push them, we DPS the core, and then the wiper blade comes out, right? Fuck, I haven't done it in forever.
I feel like
Yeah.
74 is something, but I don't remember what it is.
First swap is 72. then it's 40 something.
Right.
And then it's
Drive.
overdrive at 7 on one of the bosses.
Right. When do we do the core again?
The Nexus
Yeah.
for overdrive. Just
Okay.
before overdrive.
Right. And I know there's an in between. That is it 74 that we have to hit it too.
72. No, you don't hit. We don't hit the Nexus until
The
hit it.
40 one.
Yeah, we'll hit it right after we kill all the codexes. We'll hit it until 50, and then we won't touch it until the overdrive.
And then there's an interruptibility. What do we have to interrupt again? It's only on one of the bosses, or is that on the core? There's one of them where we have to interrupt.
I have never heard that.
I don't think there's an interrupt.
There are no interrupts in this fight.
I think there is. Hold on.
There are no interrupts in this fight.
Never heard it.
Let me know when I can ask questions.
While Dave's looking
Go
up
ahead.
something that doesn't exist,
It does exist.
I'll go over your healing stuff. So you're gonna pretty much be like based in this corner for the most part, and after you get your codex and you start healing, the codexes, they'll turn into the countermeasures. Countermeasures, when they start hitting you, building stacks, it reduces your healing ability. So up to about 20 stacks is fine. 20 to 40 is where you start feeling it, and you need to call out for a DPS to get whatever countermeasure is picking on you off of you. With your colors, the trick to handling glares is not to have a color selected. That way, the glare goes on you automatically. Basis is that the glare will find whoever has the opposite of the color it's going to cast and target them. But if you don't have a color at all, it'll target you priority. So the first glare will come out of this end.
It's at the yeah.
And you want to like aim it on like this wall to your right, and it'll go, harmlessly away, and you choose your color. Whatever color that is that you end on, you can leave it, and the next time the glare will comes up on that side, if it comes up, because we usually test this fast enough, you only get like one glare per section. But basically, the first one, you want to, if you have a color on because you had to click it on for whatever reason, like if you're doing an orb or whatever, then you right-click the color off of your buffs, and it'll set you back to no.
Okay.
In the following section, there are 2 glares, and what happens is that the tank marker will come out first, and then the healer marker will come out next. It's tough but doable, where you get the first one on you without, either you have the color up from the last time or no color at all. I usually clear out my colors in phases when the bosses, you'll see them like their phase change. They'll be locked into place, and they'll pulse out a big giant circle with 2 colors, red and blue, on north and south. Anytime you're not doing a mechanic, you want to be whatever boss's color you're in. Helps with damage reduction. So,
which down here is blue, right?
I believe so. Well, no, but you'll see it. It's
okay. Yeah, I got you.
Mid is north side.
Okay.
So with a second set of glares, shield will come up first. You get that, then you want to like really quickly either figure out how to do like look at it and do a butt blast back, but you'll need to change to that color first, whatever is on you, so you can pick up the other glare, which will be the opposite color. And then you have to ride out the first glare. Say if it's a blue, you'll be on blue. Then this glare behind you will be red. So as soon as the blue goes off, then you'll have to swap to red.
Okay.
On hard mode, we should only have to do this once a time.
Okay. That's for phase 2?
Yeah.
Yes. Of
Okay.
the bosses being down, yes.
Gotcha.
Then in phase 3, there'll be the windshield wipers, and somebody will call that out, and you just follow. Or if
Gotcha.
you're feeling froggy, you just change your colors as shit's coming to you.
Gotcha.
Mitigate a lot, but the problem that healers face is not healing the group; it's healing ourselves because countermeasure stacks.
Okay.
Well,
So
and the group is gonna die if they don't play mechanics right, so don't worry about that if they're fucking that up.
okay. So let me get like a run back down since it's a lot of information. So kill the codex, pick up the little piece, right, which is going to give me the temporary bar, and then when countermeasures come out, I can take up to 20 stacks, but once I get to 20, I need to call out a DPS to take it off of me.
Well, the DPS should be kind of getting they should be either spreading dots or doing area damage to get countermeasures on them. But I mean, if you start to get high and it starts to hurt, then by all means call it out. But for the most part,
Okay.
it's just a little bit of a healing healing downgrade.
So the
Okay.
interruption I was talking about is I need to assign a DPS to pick up the disruption module during overdrive. That's the interrupt I was talking about. So we have to assign somebody to do that, to pick up the module, and then when overdrive is being
Dave
cast,
job.
the DPS needs to use the disruption module to interrupt that.
I vote Dave.
Dun dun dun.
Okay,
Good thing
so
you don't have a vote.
back to what I was talking about before Dave rudely interrupted. So the glares, are they going to drop where this codex is?
Yes.
Okay, so right where the codex is. So I kind of want to position the glare this way. And it's only going to be one in first phase. And then the second phase, there's 2. So I need to get the first one here, and I need a butt blast back to grab this one back here.
Yes.
You technically don't have to butt blast,
But it is fast, so be on your toes for it. You have to change to that color and then get over here to magnetize the glare. If you don't feel terrible about it, we'll laugh at you, but everybody should be able to see if they're about to get hit with something and change their color. And with when your color is the right color, you're not going to take that much damage anymore.
Yeah. And I did hear, and I don't know, just asking if this is true or not, but I heard prioritize the color of the glare hitting you and not the circle, because the circle doesn't do as much damage. Is that true?
Correct.
Correct. The
Okay.
glare will kill you, the circle will not.
Gotcha.
Laura, do you want to pick up the disruption module if we get that far tonight?
I'm not on your team. Shouldn't somebody who's on your team?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have Sam do it, but Sam's not here.
Fine.
Thank you, Laura.
I'll do it.
Oh, Cap, stepping up to the plate.
I just do all the mechanics that the DPS have to do for our team, so why not do this one too?
What? You're crazy.
I volunteers tribute.
So what did I just volunteer for?
So, so the boss is going to, when we push the first boss to 7%, it's going to trigger. It's called Empowerment Shield, and it's going to make that boss. You're not able to hit that boss anymore. And then we will switch to the Nexus and kill the Nexus, or DPS it down, and then the Nexus is going to drop. It's called a Disruption Module. You just pick it up, and it's going to be like another clickable deal. When you see Overdrive being cast, Overdrive mode is what it's called. It's an 8-second cast. Well, you have 4 seconds to hit that button because it's a 4-second cast on the Disruption Module.
And that's the boss who's at 7% health with the shield up. That's who's
Right.
casting it. Okay.
Correct. And that shield will drop, then we DPS the crap out of it, kill that boss, and then we'll go to the next boss and do the same thing. We'll DPS it down to 7%. And then it'll cast the same shield.
is everybody piling on one side, or are we splitting up the group for the?
I haven't decided yet. We've never done it, so I don't. It doesn't matter to me. We can just go to one side. You guys want to do Avela first? Okay, that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna do Avela first.
Now, whenever you say everybody goes to one, not me, right? I stay where I'm at for the glares.
No, glares will be done by that point.
It means at the end.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, that being said, you'll still want to stay kind of over there because there will be a tank over there with a boss that will like his face to exist.
Gotcha.
And was I doing it, or was Cap doing it? I forgot.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Cap stepping up to the plate.
Let's do it. Let's get a
One shot hype.
We got to talk about tank mechanics first, boys. Sorry.
Oh, that's true. There is tank swaps.
There are tank swaps in this.
That's the thing.
So, Sykes, for this fight, I don't even remember what the ability is called, but there is, roughly speaking, an attuning thing with the bosses.
Like a
that we need.
book thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a cast. That
It's a debuff on you.
yeah, it puts a debuff
Oh,
on
remote
you.
access.
Yes, that one. That we have to swap bosses on. That will persist throughout the entire fight. If you get 2 casts of the same remote access on you, you can't swap colors and you'll die to things. You want to try and swap colors based on the boss you're fighting. So if you're over here, you'll want to be on the blue color. If you're over there, you'll want to be on red. It just makes you take less damage generically against that boss. The other things are when we do wiper blades, you're probably going to have to hang out for a second with the remote access debuff. Like, we don't swap immediately. We swap. It's easier to show
I think they
than
like
say.
slow down the rate of access in hard mode. Like, it's not the same as it used to be.
Well, either way, we want to wait just a second based on the wiper blades, because swapping in the middle of all the wiper blades going is a nightmare. So
Okay.
I'll be able to call that for you.
Perfect.
I'll watch your debuffs too. So that's about it. Tankers over there, and we just swap on those debuff.
Cool.
And they don't necessarily go out at the same time either. So you might get your remote access debuff before I get mine, or vice versa. So we can't just swap arbitrarily based on that. We do have to talk to each other.
Okay.
Let's give it a pull. We'll save the raid buffs for burn phase, I guess. I don't know when to actually use them.
Click it whenever the fuck you feel like it. How's that? Okay. Time to die.
Ready to wipe.
Oh, whoever starts the fight off can get some good shit in with a reflect.
That would be you, Mr. Sai. You're the only one.
Provost.
I got it. Boom! Reflections.
Here you go. See how sick that is?
Now they're hurting my face. Somebody want to kill this codex for me?
We're doing it.
Thank
Kill
you.
your own codex. Oh my
Watch your
God.
face, watch your face.
Oh, I understand. It hurts.
That is a long codex phase.
Pick up the thing you dropped. It dropped, by the way. It's important.
Do not do roulette on the black beam, please. Thank you.
Okay, so temporary ability bar did not keybind, like it said it did.
Yes, you're clicking.
Yup.
North side is red.
Boom, raid buff.
Oh, there's the glare.
I've got remote access. You've got remote access. Swap. I've got remote access. You've got remote access. Swap.
Oh gosh.
I've
Sorry,
got
get
remote
lower.
access. You've got remote access. Swap.
I haven't lost the previous one,
That's
have I?
fine.
About to
Okay.
switch about to switch phases.
Got 73 on south. Dave, go in.
I got spiked. I've got remote access. We need to swap.
This will be your doubles, Sai.
Yup.
I've got remote access. You've got remote access. Swap.
Swap.
Go ahead,
Alright.
Lord.
I have 20 seconds of countermeasures.
Don't point at. Oh gosh.
I've got remote access. You've got
Rip.
remote access. Swap.
Up.
Working on it.
I've got remote access. You've got remote access. Swap.
Third
Right.
phase.
We gotta push this thing.
You gotta take it again.
Oh my gosh, I buff left.
That's
buff
why
left.
I said don't put blast.
Oh, there's a spike, and you're dead.
I thought we had shifted phases.
They didn't push evenly. They both have to push.
Do DPS take glares at some point?
No.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
that was
It did.
totally because I flaked out and I thought the thing was pushed.
No, Cap got the flare from me because, see, I don't know why I thought this, but I, not having experience, thought that the glare would like target me pretty quickly. So I went ahead and moved and had already selected my color, so it targeted Cap instead. But I understand it now. I get it this next pull.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It happens. That was
So I
totally.
really want to have color off for myself, like the whole fight, because that will pretty much, like, as soon as
No, not
I,
necessarily, because in the second phase where you do doubles, you do want to have red on since you're on red side, because you'll take, if you don't, then you'll take pulsing damage from the big red circle that's around as they. But what
Okay.
you do want to do is pay attention to what color the one glare is, because that's going to be the first one that shoots off the first set or the first line in the doubles.
Yeah.
So
but the
Next-
weird thing was, like, I was standing back at the glare, and it still targeted Cap.
because you might not have had the correct color selected.
I thought if I had the opposite color, it
Yeah, you
attracted it.
Yeah, the opposite color.
Okay.
So
If
you're
a DPS does get, go ahead, Lord.
I was gonna say, since you're on the red side, the first glare you get should be blue. Because that's usually how it was when I was on blue side. The first one would be red.
random because I got blue. That's why I like to keep the color off because you're guaranteed to first time. Problem is in between phases it goes back. Your first one will be random. But once your first one is down, like if say your first glare was blue, then after the 2 glares there, the next time it comes up, the first one that comes out should be red. That's why I say you want to go back to your color so you get the next one.
Gotcha.
If a DPS does get it, which might happen, we
Just
try
call
and
it
put
out.
it. We try and aim it along the ledge.
Unless we're soaking the beam, because then we have to soak the beam.
Right. So if you're not in the beam, if I'm outside, I get the blue. It happens to be blue. I put my color to blue and I get it towards the edge, or I put my color to red.
We put it to the
Match
color
it.
that the beam
Match it. Okay.
Because if you're the same color as whatever attack you're soaking, you don't take damage. If you're a different color or no color, then you will take
Yeah,
damage.
and I guess that's true for all the color mechanics.
Right.
Yeah, that's true for the circles too.
Hopefully nobody's colorblind.
All right. I guess I'm pulling again for the reflect.
Go for it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Be kind and help out your healers with their codexes. Thank you.
I thought you were a strong, independent woman, Jake.
If you've
From
got the
time to
questions,
time.
let everybody else move out of it. Remote, we both got it. Swap. Remote, we both got it. Swap.
$74 south.
Remote, we both got it. Swap. 76 on it.
South pushed.
There we go. We're push. Remote, we both got it. Swap.
Okay, Laura, switch with me.
Switch, Provo.
Sorry, watch out for that one band.
We both got remote. We need to swap.
I could use some help with countermeasures when you guys.
There's remote. We have swap.
Pushed.
Ivella's push.
Finish up the other side.
I got it. I got it, Jake.
Yeah, it was gonna. Thought it was gonna push. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
So we're all on blue side.
Yeah, Avila.
Get the circles out of the group.
Watch out for windshield wipers.
Okay, we need to swap. We need to get him up too.
Yep, working on
can't.
it.
I'll be able to tease one of these. Pick up Ivella. Okay, I have to tank this one in the middle, so.
Sure you
boy.
put your colors on when you get rezzed.
Okay, I have to tank in the middle, boys.
I have 43
Good luck.
stacks of countermeasures.
Progress.
For that, when we get there, should the range just help out with the countermeasures on that slide too? Since you guys might not be able to get there.
Yeah, as best you can.
So
tanks
when we
need
get
to do it primarily, but if you can.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a DPS race, so I can just dot him up and have him attack me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave. There's basically what, 3 on your side to control? One in like the corner and one on each side?
There's 2 on each side.
There are 4 total to control.
Sykes,
Yeah.
what did you die to there?
The boss.
Okay. I was
Or when
making
we
sure
get
it
there,
wasn't
if you
the
want to
wiper blades.
just dot up the
No.
ones that were on our side, I'll dot up on the ones that are on the new side.
Um,
I'm assuming with
Jake-
the wiper blades, I switched to the color of the beam I'm about to go through, right? That's
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I figured as much. Now, the
Jake,
boss just killed.
so let me ask this for that phase. Because Sykes is on technically my side when I go over there. So
Stay over there. You
I
don't
stay
go-
on my side. I don't go
Yes.
with you guys.
Yes, you stay there.
Okay.
You need to heal that tank.
Okay.
Way to kill your tank, Sai.
Well, here's the reason I say that. I figured because I have better, I guess, burst or I don't know. I guess I can do that. That's fine.
I've got pretty much covered it. The problem is, everybody needs to be responsible for changing the colors on wipers. Otherwise, there's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll stay here this time then. I'm sorry.
That's no problem.
I thought because I didn't want to sit in the middle
No, you don't. You want to stay on that side.
with
where
the
it's
tank.
where it's
Okay.
it's much easier. And your job is just to heal the tank.
Okay. I'll do that this time then.
Are people aware which sides they need to go to for wiper blades?
Is there a certain side you need to go to?
One side
There's-
moves
there's
faster
two
than the other.
There's an easier side and a harder side.
Yeah,
It
there's an
doesn't matter.
easier side and a harder side to go to, depending on the directions and colors that the wiper blades are pointing. So, like, I think if I forgot how it was because I haven't been in here forever. I just know which way to go.
I just juggle.
Because I think there was one where if the colors were on, okay, so if both wiper blades, like say, were on this side, and this wiper blade and this wiper blade are both red, then you go to the side where the wiper blade is pointing away from you, because you'll notice that there's like chevrons on each blade and they're pointing in a direction, so you go to the one that the chevron is pointing to the opposite side of the room that you're on if it's the same color, and if it's opposite colors you go to the one where the chevron is pointing to you or to your side. I think that's how it goes.
Okay.
The only other thing, Saab mentioned this, but if you get the circles, just try and get away. Don't nuke the group.
Yeah, please get them out of the group because that
Yeah,
will
that-
kill people.
That will matter a little bit in the phases we've seen. It'll matter a whole fucking lot in burn.
Drop it in the middle of the group, guys.
It's hot. Hot.
Use your GCDs.
I mean, I could figure it out. I don't know if anyone else could.
In doubt, stop all the other shit and just mechanics. 'Cause
There is no enrage timer, I don't think.
Oh, there is.
There is.
Fucking long. It's like 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull in 3, 2, 1.
make sure you got your stuff. Somebody doesn't have a codex.
Oh shit, that's me. Sorry, not paying attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
This time.
What?
Okay.
There's your
Nice.
remote. Both have it.
Little John in the house.
Yeah!
Almost hurt.
There's your remote. We both have it. Swap.
$75, $74
There's the
south.
remote. We
I don't have a remote yet. Got
there
it.
you do.
South pushed.
We're close.
Or it's on you, the beam, the
Oh
glare.
gosh, point that away from me.
We'll push. Sykes, we have to swap. You got remote there. There's the remote. We both have it.
Okay, Lord, get ready to switch here.
Pick them up as soon as we can.
Sorry, Provost.
Alright, I got this.
Oh god.
Sure you're not standing in the overlapping circles that make up the middle?
If you
That's
can
a Venn
get it.
diagram of suck.
Yeah. Okay, we both got remote.
I got 24 stacks of countermeasures right now.
Swap. Our side pushed. I
Spicy.
got the beam from. So.
Big rip.
Alright.
Okay, we're tanking in the middle, boys. Good luck.
Um,
I'll gather the countermeasures
go
on this
left.
side.
Still focus on your position, please.
Why are both bosses in the middle?
Because we don't have a second tank, so I have to cheese the things.
Rip. Right. Or no, left.
Ouchie.
But everybody did.
Doomed, 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 doomed. Almost.
This is a fun fight.
I've always liked
Right?
this fight. I think it's really
Yep.
cool.
It's even better in Nightmare.
Where are the smashing nuts?
That's the way I feel.
What?
Tithe. I can't stand Tithe.
I just always thought this was one of the more unique fights that they made for this game.
I would agree with you.
Agreed.
I don't like the next two. I hate the candle, and I'm never understood.
It's good.
Whatever
Guy's
she's
gravity.
Skyva.
Yeah, but see, you don't have to change in hard mode.
What? Wait, what?
Like you had to flip sides.
I mean,
think
you,
do-
you
I
still
think-
do. It's just
Start
I didn't
left
ha-
and then go
it-
right.
it's much more.
I didn't have to
free-
do that when I cleared it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like we just tanked and spanked it. Obviously, you had the ads to worry about, but
Does the boss do something special, like if you're too far away from her?
No.
When the circles overlap, you get extra damage if you're wrong color.
For some reason, my death was I took 5 ranged attacks at the same time. I got hit for 60k within 0.02 seconds.
it was probably from one of the beams.
No, it's from my Vela. No, that's fairly standard in terms of how the bosses work in this game. There are a ton of bosses that don't hit you with one attack; they hit you with several. And the reason they do that is so that mitigation works better.
Huh.
Because
Okay.
if you run the gamble on one attack, and you fail to mitigate, it's just one huge attack, you just die. Whereas if you run the gamble on a series of 5, odds are better.
It sucks for the
Okay.
trinket I'm using.
Falling in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't forget this time.
And-
I swear. I didn't forget. I swear. No, you didn't have to say anything. I went back and got it.
Hi, Bobby. How you doing, Bubba?
Rip.
There's the remote. We both have it. There's remote. We both have it. There's remote. We both have it.
Push.
South side push.
We're close. There's remote. We both have it.
Swap
Okay,
Provost.
FPS switch.
There's remote. We both have it.
What?
Oof.
I think Sykes killed me, but I'm not sure.
I think he killed both of you, actually.
Yes. For,
I didn't have anything on me.
You went through the lightning.
You can't cut the beam.
If you cut the beam and it touches the same person again, they die.
What beam?
That little lightning beam in the middle.
The yellow beams that.
Oh, honestly, I didn't even see a yellow beam.
Can't cut the beam where you kill people.
Open your eyes, Sykes. Open your eyes.
Also, the swap is the same for both sides, so
Yes.
if one person says it, that's fine.
Yeah, and Dave, you can wait till you're totally done with the beam. I don't think it has to be at 20 stacks.
Yeah,
Well, I got to 21. I was at 21 stack.
I think the max is 24 stack.
Yeah, just wait till your beam finishes, and then I'll come in.
There is
Okay.
no max to the stacks. What kills you is when the beam stops and then it starts again. Once the beam has left you, you can't touch it again until your debuff falls off.
Buddy, no.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, because we asked about that earlier, and we were 20 stacks, so that's what we were.
I'm pretty sure. I was pretty sure it went to
big
20,
boy.
but
That phase with that when I get the 2 flares, and this is more directed toward Jake or Lore. I only am getting the 1. The second one is never targeting me.
Because you're not getting up.
Not close enough.
Or you're swapping your colors too slow.
You have like once you get the first one, you need to be on the second half of between these. That's why it's fast to get. You have to be fast.
So one thing you can also do is like you don't have to be like right up on top of this glare for it to see. You just have to be the closest one in proximity, which helps. So me and Cap are gonna be like way up here where the boss is. So you can technically just sit right here.
Okay.
And so you don't have, and you'll still catch it so long as you're opposite color. And
Okay.
then you
So
just
as soon
have
as
to walk a little while to.
do I have to
put a switch
change?
position.
Okay,
like,
so
like as soon as the beam targets you, swap colors and run up here. So you just
once the
swap
beam
colors
hits me,
and
or when
run
it
up here.
targets me?
Targets you
It
first.
targets you. When it
So I have to swap,
targets
swap real quick so I don't
No, no,
die.
no. You'll have a second to watch it, but whatever. Like that's why I keep my color off. So whatever the first beam targets you, whatever that color is, change to that, and then make it on the other side of here, and then you'll be the opposite of color of what's coming up. But also, like once this starts to slow down for you, you'll see the colored shield go around the glare, and that'll be the color coming up.
It's
But
like a little.
Yeah, I mean I see that already. I understand that, but my problem is like this one I won't know if it's targeting me until the beam's almost on me.
right,
So long
that's
as you're
why.
so long as you're the opposite color of the beam and you're the closest one to it, it'll target you.
That's what the cheese is, not to have a color, and then it'll target you kind of regardless. That's why tough. So if you're
I
having to
can stand,
swap,
like here
yes,
with no color, and then I need to whatever it is. So like if it targets me with blue, I need to be
Blue
blue
first.
coming over here,
Right, then it'll
then swap to red.
no,
Right?
no. It'll target you red here. Then you'll have the first beam go off, so the blue will hit you.
Okay, so I don't have to swap until that first beam goes off then.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
And then once the
Gotcha.
first beam goes off, you switch to the other, and then it'll go through. No harm.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Last upple.
Apple.
That's what he said. Last Opal magic.
Give me 1 second. Let me throw Culto probes on everybody.
I don't want you probing me.
Not too bad. You got probed anyways. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
There's remote. There's remote.
Oh, that's
Bye.
not good.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's fine. That's fine. Just don't get in the beam.
We have remote. We both have it.
God dang it.
All right. Watch out.
Push
watch
south.
out. Watch out. Watch out.
Next phase.
There's remote. We both have it.
Okay, DPS switch.
Sure.
Yep.
We have remote.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's remote.
South push.
Push north, north.
Okay. Really focus on mechanics and we can do this.
Just make sure you're the correct colors for your side. Go
Check for
left,
wipers.
Left.
Okay, we're gonna swap after this. Okay. I'm tanking in the middle again, I guess.
Yep, it's clustery, it's fuckery, buttery.
I can't take that. Solo healer. We'll get there.
Okay, first
I
night.
felt for her flame.
We got to Viper.
I got-
this night.
I got beamed.
Yes, you did.
I wonder if it was countermeasures.
No, it was
No.
beam.
No. I had the correct color on. That's why I didn't know. Because the beam that I had